An affair endangers or even shatters two fundamental pillars of a romantic relationship: trust and commitment. When trust is broken in your home, it doesn't just impact your trust in your partner, it also impacts your self trust. You aren't just questioning your partner's love and commitment to you and the future of the relationship, but also your ability to read people and distinguish between who and who you can't trust anymore. Such doubt is normal after D-Day and also weeks, months after discovery of the affair. Something that you thought was certain in your life was suddenly plunged into uncertainty. What makes it even worse is that you might have suspected what was going on before you even realized it, but you were repeatedly lied to. While it's normal to doubt, it doesn't mean that you can't relearn to trust yourself and trust your partner fully. The current one, if you decide to stay, or a future one, if you choose to leave. A good mindset shift is to see trust not just as a feeling. Yes, it is a full body experience linked to safety and predictability, but it's more than just a feeling. It is intentional practice which through repetition becomes automatic. And once it is automatic, the experience becomes more like a feeling again. What makes relearning trust difficult is that you need to start doing things intentionally, which can feel unfamiliar, also inauthentic at first. But this is the part that people get backwards. You don't wait until you feel like you can trust yourself again. You do the small things first, and the trust shows up afterwards as evidence. That's what doing what you say is. And this is the best time to commit to small self-care routines because they can aid your emotional healing during your recovery after the affair. Small practices such as going to bed at a certain time, going for a short walk every day, or calling a friend when you feel down can make a big difference. By keeping your promises to yourself, you're giving yourself evidence that you can trust yourself, to take care of yourself even in the most highly challenging and painful situations. Now, relearning to trust your partner has two parts. One is your part and the other one is theirs. Focus on what they do, not what they say or their charm, and give yourself time to gather enough information to dare to trust them again. If you decide to stay, your partner's part is to demonstrate that they have the capacity and willingness to repair the relationship. And they do that by showing full transparency, ending contact completely with your affair partner, tolerating questions without defensiveness, showing genuine remorse rather than just shame for being caught, and showing empathy. Working on self-trust and trusting your partner simultaneously is important because if you don't build self-trust, you could run the risk of looking at yourself through the lens of what the affair has done to you and conclude that you could not go through this again and maybe force solitude on yourself. Not learning to trust your partner again could be a barrier to repairing your current relationship, which might feel safe for the time, but it would impoverish your love life.